better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Oh my God.
Okay, men, black men especially, please answer me this. Why is it that many of y'all refuse to go to curated dating events?
So I went to a singles event last night in downtown Phoenix. I had seen their events on TikTok and it looked super fun, but it was not what I thought it was gonna be.
There are two common reasons why men aren't going to dating events.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event.
She promoted a singles fishing event on 45 Facebook groups. Reached 12,000 men. 0 showed up. Another one paid for a ticket to a private bar section, then had to leave the section to get drinks. And one is waiting for men to approach her at a grocery store. While the only attractive man she found had a wedding ring. Welcome back to Modern Judge. Subscribe if you're new. Today's file is about the singles event that men refuse to attend. Let's find out why.
At every singles event, it's all women.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I don't want to do them anymore because it's so hard to get men to sign up. And I had one a few weeks ago, and one of the guys was like, please do this again. This was awesome. I'm like, I will do it again if you promise, like, get friends to come. Like, it's so hard to get guys to sign up. And he's like, no, why would I want more competition?
Yeah.
But why? Like, I guess both perspectives. Like, what do you think? But also as a guy. So if you told me when I was 27, hey, there's a singles event where there's going to be 20 to 25 really cool women, I'd be like, yeah, like that's sick. Like, why would I not go? I go to the bar to meet the single woman.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I go to the singles event where they actually want to meet me too?
Yeah.
But as guys, why did we never go to them?
Yeah, doesn't it take away like the thing of rejection? Like,
Well, my perspective was this. I feel like guys are super sensitive to get rejected. And when you go to a singles event, there's an expectation that you should hook up or you should like meet somebody.
Yeah.
And if you don't, it's like, oh, well, you got rejected. And maybe if you hit on somebody there and they don't like you, it's very in your face.
Yeah.
Whereas if you get rejected at a bar, it's so like sugar coated and it's so like
kind of disappear.
you can disappear or like just pretend like something happened. You could hide.
He answered the question honestly. The bar gives you an exit. The event removes it. At a bar, rejection is invisible. You just drift away. At a singles event, it happens in front of everyone who came for the same reason. The vulnerability required for a singles event is higher than the vulnerability required to walk into a random bar. And the current market has already made walking into a random bar feel like a risk assessment exercise.
I saw a video of a woman saying that women need to stop saying that there are no good men out there because it just makes the patriarchy win, because then women will settle for less than they deserve because there are no good options, and that means that we have to fix them, save them, train them, make them better, whatever. Like, no man is just going to be a good man. To that I say, I think women are just realizing that we don't need to be with a man at all if most of them suck. Trying to wade through all the bad ones to find a good one is exhausting. And women are realizing that they actually just don't even need a man at all to be fulfilled in their life. Women have been told forever that we need to get married and have kids to find fulfillment in life. And I can tell you right now, some of the happiest women I know are either unmarried, child-free, or both. I do believe that there are good men out there. I know there are because I found one. He's amazing. I think that right now women are realizing that we need to build a beautiful life that fulfills us and makes us happy without a man being a part of the equation at all. Once we have that, we can add a man in, and if he continues to add value to our life, continues to make us happier, continues to make us feel more safe and secure and free in our expression, amazing. But I don't think that holding men accountable for their actions and saying that men suck is going to make women settle for less. I think it's making us realize that maybe we just don't need them at all, and we can hold out until we really do find a good one instead of dealing with all the bullshit.
She said build a life first, then add the man if he adds value. That sentence describes a man as a premium subscription that needs to justify its renewal every month. The man she eventually adds is auditioned after the life is already complete. He is not building alongside her. He is being evaluated for whether he improves something that already works. Most men who understand that quietly decline the audition.
This event, and what is wrong
Good Lord.
with men
She looks like an XL version of Selena Gomez.
They have lost the art of approaching. Like, if we make eye contact, and we make eye contact multiple times, that is your sign. That is your sign that I am interested, that the girlies are interested, and that is your sign for you to come up to us and talk to us, because that is the okay. So, like, do women have to do the approaching nowadays? Because that's not happening. If you think that's what's going to happen, that's not what's going to happen.
There are two common reasons why men aren't going to dating events. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Candice. This is 40 Before 40, 40 Lessons in Life and Love before my 40th birthday. So you've probably heard that there's this decline in dating app usage and rise in dating events. So much so that the big players like Bumble and Tinder are hosting dating events. And women have figured out that dating events are the place to go. So much so that female tickets often sell out within 24 hours of the tickets being released. But men haven't quite gotten round to that yet. And I've heard from men that there's two main reasons. Number one, they just haven't thought about it. They're used to swiping on a dating app. It's more convenient. Even if it's not any more successful, it just fits into their life a little bit better. But the second reason I hear the most is that men are intimidated by going to a dating event because they get rejected in real life. Why would they want to be rejected with more people at a dating event? And the opposite is true. At a dating event, everybody is single and everybody has come there alone and everybody wants to talk to somebody. So your odds of actually going up to someone and then being responsive or receptive to your conversation are much higher, and you're all there for the same reason. So guys, please, it takes a little bit of courage. It's a little bit awkward, I get it, but there are so many amazing dating events and we need you to be there.
I better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
Oh my God.
Touch a boob, buy a drink. I mean, it's like very fucking simple.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a Fishing for Love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups, specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets. So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up, but I don't think that's true because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets. I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But like, don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing, and I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come. So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps. So what do you think?
She chose fishing. She chose the right activity. She reached the right man. She did everything correctly by every available measure, and 0 men came. That result, after 45 groups and 12,000 people, is not a marketing failure. It is a clear answer to a direct question. The men saw the event, read the description, and made a collective decision so unanimous it registered as silence.
So I went to a singles event last night in downtown Phoenix. I had seen their events on TikTok and it looked super fun, but it was not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, I swear on the TikTok that I saw was that they had you fill out a questionnaire, and at some point in the night they like grouped people into groups so that you could mingle and get to know people out of your comfort zone, whatever. That's not what happened last night. It was at Pemberton, but the bar was still open to the public, so the event was just sectioned off in half the bar. But once you got into the event area, it was just like you were at a bar. There was nothing that made it special to a singles event to help you try to get to know people besides everyone in the bar was single. But then to enjoy like Pemberton, you had to go out of the event area to get drinks. So like I paid for a ticket for like a private area of the bar, but it kind of defeated the purpose. I still had a fun night with my girls. I would highly not recommend going by yourself. There was like hundreds of people at this thing. There's no way I could have gone alone.
Coles in Melbourne, who announced they're doing a singles hour on Valentine's Day, and I was like, I'm single, I hate dating apps, I spend a lot of time at the grocery store, let me go find a husband. Okay, this is my outfit. Okay, there's a camera crew here. Guys, I hate this. Abort, abort. There's like a massive group of people standing at the entry. Like you can't get in, and they give roses, and I look like a single girl who's trying really hard. So I lingered at Morning Fresh for a while because there was a hot man. He had a wedding ring on. They should have a rule that if you are married or in a relationship, you're not allowed in here for the whole hour. I don't even have a dog. If he has a dog, I would like that. So I just hung out in the dog section for a while. It's empty. He's hot, but he's wearing a wedding ring. Tragic. I need cheese, and I don't want to be on camera. I just need some soft cheese. We are in the drinks aisle, and there are 4 women. There are 2 men down here, but they look quite old. There was a very attractive man. I smiled at him, and he looked the other way. So that was fun. So that was humbling. I may not have found a man or even been given a rose from Coles, but I do have donuts, flowers, and a matcha. So I'm the real winner. Am I a bit bummed? Mostly that I didn't get a rose and then I felt invisible, but I feel invisible in the dating world 100% of the time. So it's not really anything different, but it does hit different when it comes from a grocery store. So
She felt invisible at the bar event, then felt invisible at the grocery store. Both attempts, same result. And the line at the end, it hits different when it comes from a grocery store, is the most honest thing said in this entire video. Because the grocery store was supposed to be the casual version, the low-stakes version, the one where it just happened organically. And it still didn't. That specific disappointment. The one where even the easy version doesn't work. That one lands differently.
Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event. I don't know who need to hear that, but before y'all keep wasting y'all money and time going to these speed dating events, don't do it if you expecting men that you would actually want to be there, because they're not. If there are any men there at all, they're definitely not going to be the type of man that you would want. They're going to be undesirable, but they won't be actual top tier, attractive men with things going for themselves. You know why? Because if a man is actually desirable, why would he need to come to a speed dating event? He wouldn't. Desirable men get women constantly, whether it's walking out the house, going to the store, going to the gym, going to school. They don't have a problem in the woman department. See, y'all having a problem in the men department, which is why you're at a speed dating event. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable. They don't have a problem getting girls. You have a problem getting men. And that's something that you need to work on. But as far as going to these speed dating events and thinking that you're going to meet actual men that you would want, they're not going to be there. You'll be good if you even get any men there at all, even the ones that nobody wants.
He identified the market failure in one paragraph. The event is designed to solve a problem. The men who have the problem show up. The men who don't have the problem don't need to. The women waiting at the event are waiting for the man who already solved the problem she's still trying to solve. He is not coming to the event. He never needed to.
Okay, men, black men especially, please answer me this. Why is it that many of y'all refuse to go to curated dating events? I'm talking about events where the vibes are already set, the ambiance is right, the music is good, the drinks are flowing. You're basically guaranteed to meet somebody who's actually interested in you and is serious about dating. You're pretty much set up to win.
I haven't made a video about dating in well over a month because frankly, I'm tired of talking about it. But I came across this video and something compelled me to speak on it. Maybe the algorithm will pick this up for Valentine's Day week. This video is an outstanding example of women either asking questions about men in bad faith, asking questions in good faith but presuming the wrong things, or talking to men in a condescending way that feels good for the girlies but is so off-putting to men. To be clear, a number of men do that when talking about women for sure, but this video ain't about that, so let's break this one down. The vibes are right, the ambience is set. For who? Around this time last year, there was a black woman who talked about how she and her friends organized a singles event and no men showed up. And I reacted to her video asking, did you ask men what they wanted? Or did you just talk to your girlfriends? And to clarify for those who didn't watch my video, I didn't say that these events had to conform 100% to what men wanted. But if you're leaving them out of the planning and marketing process, your chances of bringing them in is going to drop. Because a lot of women presume to know what men want and they don't know as much as they think they do. Now, I don't know what kind of events this lady goes to, but most of the events that I went to last year had an imbalance of too many men or too many women. The last event I went to, men outnumbered women 3-1. Either way, a lot of men report that they get ignored, especially by women they're attracted to. I've certainly experienced that. Paying people to get ignored is less humiliating and depressing when you're doing it on the dating apps as opposed to doing it in person.
So my question is it that dating events like this require a certain type of intention and vulnerability, and the patriarchy taught you that pursuing connection with effort somehow makes you less masculine or something? Because the patriarchy told y'all that you're supposed to just stumble into love and not actually prepare for it? Because we see how that's turning out.
This is where this video really went downhill for me. Condescending to the other side is not gender exclusive, but it's a terrible strategy that we need to leave behind in 2025. I've unfortunately participated in this and I'm trying to work on that. But this whole, is it just patriarchy that you need to unlearn in order to try, is just, I'll be charitable and incomplete analysis. Plenty of guys have tried, failed, rinse and repeat, and they're tired. I'm tired. And as a doctor of anything remotely touching psychology, counseling, or whatever this lady says that she is, it's scientifically proven that this approach of condescension and shame is a poor motivator. Yet she's employing it. What does that say about you? I ask, who is this video really for? I'm still wondering if this is rage bait or if she's really being genuine. That goes for a number of videos from women over the last few years. Men aren't men anymore. Men are just little boys. Men are trying to be women now. Men are such... Are you venting or are you trying to convince? Because people who make dating content, man or woman, don't know the difference. And clearly looking at the dating landscape and statistics, that strategy is not working. Furthermore, I find it so ironic that some of these women are trying to fight patriarchy, yet their approach to talking to men on this app is this tough love approach that is a product of, say it with me, patriarchy. Men, I would love for you to share in the comments, how would you like to be talked to in order to be convinced to try dating again, let alone go to singles events? Please keep it respectful, and I'll see you later. Peace.
He said the last line slowly enough that it deserved to land. Are you venting or are you trying to convince? That distinction between content that processes frustration and content that changes behavior is the difference between a video that feels good to make and a video that actually does something. Most dating content is the first one dressed up as the second one. He named it. Nobody in the room wanted to agree. The statistics in the dating landscape already had. Today's file had the fishing farm that reached 12,000 men and got 0 RSVPs. The grocery store singles hour, where the only attractive man had a wedding ring. The woman who described a man as an addition to a complete life, if he continues to add value. And the man who said, are you venting or are you trying to convince? Because people who make dating content don't know the difference. The modern judge has one final note. The singles events are not empty because men are afraid. They are empty because the men who would attend already solved the problem the event was designed for. And the men who haven't solved it yet read the room and decided the event wasn't the answer either. See you in the next one.